Hi guys. That was okay. So my friend recently okay, wait, I have to get rid of this. I'm used to this, like staring at myself in a camera. It's really weird. So my friend basically made a video where she was talking about her book. It was a writing blog. And both of us, like, we write books. It's just like our thing. I think she definitely like we have different ways of doing it, but we're both very committed, and we really do try to write. And like, okay, so I have a book finished and it's published on Amazon, self-publishing. And then I have another book finished and I have like edited it, like I at least have gone through it like one time fully and recently, and then I've probably, like edited and gone through it besides that. But it's like it's pretty much done. It's pretty much ready for publishing. I do want to just kind of, edit it some more, like think about it. Maybe I want to change some things, but or like just make sure it's really all good to go. But then the other thing for that book is that I don't have a book cover. I have an idea, but I don't think it can work, like genuinely, because, I don't want to obviously get copyrighted and um, and like use a, a photo off the internet, like on my book. Like that would not work. So I kind of have to like take the picture myself or something, which for my other book, at first that was a struggle because, so just a little bit of background. It's basically a romance. That's not like the only genre I would assign a point to it, but it is a romance. So I wanted like all romance movies and books in the world to put the two love characters and two main characters who are in love, the ones having the romance story on the cover. And I wanted them, I don't even remember exactly like how I wanted them, if I wanted them to be like laying on the grass at each other, looking at each other. I don't know what it was, but basically wanted them. And because I had a vision of like what they look like too, like at least the girl, I had like a very clear vision, and then the boy, I could kind of imagine him, but but then I realized like that means I have to like find people that look like them, which is almost kind of impossible because I literally made up these characters. I mean, the girl, I did kind of take, like, as far as looks, I did kind of take inspiration of someone I know in real life, but it's not like someone I talk to, like, you know what I mean? So it's not like I would just ask them to, the point is, I would not like look for these people or talk to these people, make these people do this for me, and or like hire people to for me to take a picture of them or hire photography. It would just obviously, like, for self-publishing and whatever my own reasons for publishing this book, I just did not need to like do something that crazy intense. So I ended up doing a picture of the place that it was based on, which is an actual real place. And I actually like how it turned out. The actual cover, my parents ordered a copy of the book, and when it came and I saw the cover, it was kind of washed out. The cover is like gray because it's like, okay, so it's at a farm. Well, it's at a like community garden, but there's a barn house, whatever it's called. And they're usually red, like bright red, but in the picture it almost looks gray. Everything looks very gray and washed out. So it's not the best quality, but it still works. And I kind of like it because you almost look at it and you're like, you don't know what you're looking at. Like you actually have to kind of look at it more closely with I was gonna say detaily, but I don't think that's how you say that. So anyway, all that is to say that in my second book, it's about time travel, and there's a black hole involved, which I feel like is very time travel, and so I wanted the cover to be of a black hole. But how in the world am I gonna get a picture of a black hole? So my friend recommended to use AI, but I like, I feel like that's still copyright issues, and also that just is weird. Like, I don't know how I feel about that, because that's like illustration, because I want like real pictures, like not drawn, unless someone is like so good at drawing that it looks like a photograph, which I guess is a goal, at least in some sense of some kind of art. But I don't know like how good you have to be to do that. And I have friends who do art, but like obviously I don't want to, you know, put that like burden on them of making this ideal cover is that's like exactly what I have in mind and everything. So and then I am starting a third book, since I pretty much finished the second one. I know that I could publish it, like go back to it and like look at it more, but I just kind of don't want to do that. And I had this third idea for a book that is basically, if I had to explain this book, it's my nightmare coming true. Actually, explaining it is kind of an awkward idea, because it feels like I am giving a lot of my own life away, because not away, I'm just revealing a lot about myself. Or like, if there's just certain people that read the book, they might be like, I don't know, but that's why I'm trying to make it a book where you don't necessarily, like, I don't know if I would actually make it publicly known that this book is my worst fears. It's like about me, but I think that is going to become very obvious for anyone who even knows some things about me, like some basic things about me. So it's fine. But a big part of the book, I will say this, is that so like one of my fears is settling. I don't even know if I'll ever get married. The thing is, like, that's the thing, but I have a fear that I will like just marry this random person, that random in the sense that I like them, but I don't like love them, and I don't even know like what I'm doing. I don't know why I married them. And then we have a family, and it's like, okay, whatever, everything's fine. It's like a decent person, and I can like them, love them, maybe, whatever. And I obviously like love my kids and my career. I can't decide if my career is going to go completely wrong or like astray from what I actually want in my career, or if it's going to, or if I will keep that aspect and like, okay, fine, you did, at least you did that, you accomplished that. So I haven't really decided that, because I've written kind of both versions, and I still don't know like which one. I feel like if I do completely astray, I feel like I don't like that, because at that point it's like, this doesn't even seem like me. Like, it's kind of hard to write, because I'm like, I feel like this just wouldn't happen. Like, things wouldn't go this badly in my life. But maybe I will do that. I don't know. It's definitely an interesting idea. I've never like had this problem where I might write one version and then write a different version just to see like if I like that better and compare and like read them both. Usually the way I write is literally just I write. Like, I don't usually really have writer's block, which is actually new because of this book. I kind of am having that, just because I feel like there's things I'm trying to write about that I just don't know enough about yet. So basically, what I want from my career is eventually I want to go to medical school, and I want to become a doctor. And I haven't even started college. I graduated high school like 3 weeks ago, and I'm going to college in the fall, but I haven't even started college. So, and I'm trying to write, I guess it's at this point it's like a flashback in the book to college, and like, because I'm writing the version of when my career went wrong and what went wrong. So I have to like start from college, and like, I'm just, I'm a mess in college, whatever. I'm a failure. Like, I mess everything up. Or it might even be just like not, because it will still be like, I tried, but I was just like dumb. Like I was too dumb. Like, I couldn't, what I wanted in life, it just wasn't like in attainable for me. So and so, but then it's like weird because I'm trying to write about this thing that I haven't even experienced before. So that's why this book is kind of also nice in that sense, because I will be writing about it in college. It'll be like an activity for me to do. Well, writing is a hobby and I would have continued that in college no matter what. But now it's like I kind of like I actually like literally have to wait and I'll write in college. I'm still like writing, and that's the thing also, is I'm kind of maybe starting to write it out of order, which if you know me and if you know my other friend who writes, that is very unlike me. Like the way I write again is I just write. I don't have writer's block. I write in order. I just kind of write like whatever comes to mind. And my friend was describing this earlier, and this is also exactly how I write. She said that in her new book that she's writing, she doesn't know what's gonna happen. Like she just writes, and it's like almost like the book is, it's like a book she's never read because I mean she's writing it, and it's like she doesn't know what's gonna happen. She just, it happens. You know, the fingers just, they go, the ideas flow. That's why writing is so cool, because it's just that's so cool. It's like a mystery. It flows like that. And so that's how it is for me usually, like not having words, like writing and it flowing. And then I don't usually brainstorm or anything. Like, yeah, I have a general idea of what's gonna happen. That's, you need that much at least, but I don't really, again, I just write. But with this book, I might write it a little bit out of order, because there's like certain scenes that I know I for sure want and I know where they're going to be, but then it's like the in-between stuff. And that's getting back to like writing about college. Why would I write about that necessarily so much if I can just write about that later, which would make way more sense and probably save me time, because otherwise I just have to redo it. So it's like, what's the point? I still have an idea of like what college is like, and so it's not like I can't write about it at all, but yeah.